Hello everybody, welcome to Sundays R for Trucking here on Amazing ATS, where a real trucker meets their virtual roads. Hope you guys are having a good start to your summer. Yes, calendar summer did start on Thursday, and here it has been 100 degrees this weekend. Absolutely atrocious for heat, but we also have the 155 open beta. A bunch of stuff has come with 155. Of course, we got the updated interior options for the Cascadia. The T680 Next Gen is now complete, and very fitting to have that now on the cover of Iowa. And we are going to be doing one of the things that was added today with the Livestock trailer. In addition to live cattle, there is now sheep and pigs that you can haul in this trailer. We're going to wait for that train horn to go by here. Yeah, I hate talking over that train, but we did bring out the W900 today, the flat top 72-inch. So we are going to be running today with the Livestock trailer. And as you can see here, we do have a load of sheep. Right now, we are sitting here in Little Rock, Arkansas. As you can see, we're going to Grand Pastures in Fort Worth. Underneath the hood of the truck today, we do have a Cummins X15 straight pipe. Sounds courtesy of Slav Jerry. We do have fatigue simulation enabled. We've got our full drive time. So without any further waiting, let's go ahead and climb into the truck, get her fired up, and let's do some trucking. Yeah, it was like 102 yesterday here. Absolutely ridiculous. And no, I did not change anything with GPS. That's just a Google GPS mod that I'm running to match our Google sounds. Hey, Bob. And hello, Randy. Also, great to see you. Yeah, Friday night here, it was 11 o'clock at night. It was still 85 degrees.
In 650 feet, turn left.
You know, and one thing I didn't do here is, I'm gonna take a quick look inside the trailer just because. Yeah, but there's our Boz right there. Good old sheep. And then we do have pigs that will be pretty much the exact same way inside the wagon. Now, I have not seen the T680 Next Gen in traffic. I am running mods. Yes, I know I'm responsible for my own mods on 155 beta, but everything that I have is working with 155. So we've got the sound fixes pack. We do have actually, it was updated this morning for 155, Avilium's Better Flares. So we do have that enabled. We got our engine mod. Yara is going to need to have an update done to it. If you take a look on the upper left corner of Yara, our fuel is now the hose, so that DLL file will need to be updated. We've got the Google mod, both GPS and for voice nav. You know, what I thought was kind of neat with the updated T680 Next Gen, we actually got a Seminole paint job in that, which looks really, really good with the truck. Hey, Omar, how's it going today?
Keep to the left, and then take the exit on the left.
Now, one thing I don't like about the T680 Next Gen is they did add in manual transmissions. The 18 speed, instead of it being geared at like 325 or 336, they geared the final drive at 342. So if you're gonna run a manual transmission with that and you don't like running 1700 RPM at 70 miles an hour, use a transmission mod. Once they get updated, of course.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
And with the rims here, I do have a wheel rim rework. That's to make the chrome a little bit shinier on the rims. But the lug covers that we have there, that's from the super single and wide base rework, and that is working perfectly also. Now, maybe I am going to turn fatigue simulation off just because I kind of want to do a night run with the update to the better flares from Avalium. Yeah, definitely, Randy. I mean, I did create one personally for the T680 Next Gen, and I haven't tried it out as of yet, but I kind of do because I don't like that 342 final. I know something, screw it. This is not going to be realistic today. We are turning off the fatigue simulation because I do want to do at least one night run. And with that enabled and the time that we're driving, we're going to miss all nighttime. And so a few more things here in 155. We do have the new Driving Academy update, the proficiency section. And then I'm going to go back to the menu here. Not that I am using these, but in graphics for whatnot, for when you change your scalings and whatnot. And you do now get a little bit of an image here of what each setting does do, which that's a nice touch for those who don't understand. And granted, I am still running Snowy Moon. It works on 155 without issues. I am waiting for his new lighting to come out. The updates that he has been posting, the way the game looks just is fantastic. Probably I haven't mentioned this as of yet. The biggest part of the 155 that we're getting is asynchronous data loading. So before, when the game loaded, it loaded as it was designed. Asynchronous, however, will load multiple parts at the same time, so the loading is faster. It's supposed to reduce stuttering. From the time that I have been playing on this, that FPS does not move off of 60. Hey, Vince. You know that funky looking truck that we saw before in 154? Those are now starting to get boxes on them. Well, I haven't seen a box as of yet, but I have seen like a dumper with a tarp covering it. So those are the new maintenance vehicles, if you will. So your cities and your dump trucks and things like that is what those are going to be replacing. And with the Google Nav that I am running there on the GPS screen, those are actually reversed. So gray means discovered, yellow is not yet discovered. And thank goodness I have central air, but when I go outside and I step back into the house, it's like, so cool. But without central air, oh my goodness, this house would be absolutely crazy. And I mean crazy hot. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Scat Pack, great to see you. I believe so, Scat Pack, and if you, and I'm going to mention this again, if you look on the upper left-hand corner where the fuel gauge is, instead of the gauge being lit up, it's actually the hose. So you'll see a little bit of yellow in there. That's actually the fuel gauge now, until it does get updated, and then that gauge will actually work. So maybe what I will do here on the stream is We'll do 2 loads in the livestock trailer. We've got sheep currently on the back. We'll do pigs, and then we'll move to like either a flatbed or a lowboy. Not a lowboy, excuse me, a step deck. And the one load that is coming with 155 is tied to Iowa, which is corn headers. But there are a couple of other loads that we are able to do. And one of those is specifically for a flatbed. Hey, Miguel.
In 650 feet, turn right.
Actually, there's a couple of loads for the flatbed. One of them is a load of rolled coils, not like a regular steel coil. This is like the, I'm going to call it a strand, even though it's not. And aluminum ingots were also added. Yeah, the DLL patch that he has on the Steam Workshop page, that's to make that work properly. That DLL is probably what needs updated. So with the 2024 Cascadia update that we've got, what they did is they put the original non-digital dashes in, so the analog, if you will. And they've also updated the colors. And so the Midnight Black that came with the 2019, that's available on the 2024, and it's also available as either analog or digital dash. Yeah, 155 is the update compatibility for Iowa. Pretty much guaranteed. So we're probably looking mid to late July for Iowa. I thought that was a random detour or random event right there, but no, it was just Schneider egg sitting on the side. But hey, we did go from 4 down to 2, so hey, it works. Even though I thought it was for something completely different. Shh, I didn't tell you guys that. And with the AI traffic, I'm not running any traffic mods or anything, so we are going to be seeing some of the Iowa companies and traffic that I've already noticed here. And maybe finally we'll get to see the streetcar today, because now people are talking that may have been removed in 154 and they added it back here in 155. And if I am going to Walcott, yeah, it's okay to go in there just to see it, but it's a tourist attraction, basically, is what it is. I'd rather go to the Pilot across the street. The AI has their traffic headlights on. I don't have the one mod enabled for the no headlight fine. So guess what? We're turning our lights on. Now, from my trip back home around Thanksgiving, if I remember correctly, you used to see these in malls all over the place, the Orange Julius. You don't see them in malls anymore, but the Iowa 80 still has one. Yeah, I haven't seen it as of yet, Miguel. I'm hoping I see it today. Hey, Ron, how's it going? Happy birthday. There's your birthday horn. I'm not sure on that, Randy.
Navigation resumed. You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, and there is what I was talking about with the municipal truck there. That one does have a dump on it. I have not seen that in AI traffic as of yet. But let's go ahead and get this thing parked. I'm probably just going to screw myself getting into here like this, but I don't care. Oh no, we're good. Alright, next up, we're going to do a load of pigs. Oink, oink. But this is what they need to stop here also. And I'm going to keep griping on SCS until this is changed. Why is a livestock trailer going into a dock? Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Alright, do we get any pigs here? Hey, we do. Going to Lubbock. So that took half hour. All right, we're going to go to Lubbock with a lot of pigs. Well, you can take a tanker to a warehouse, but put the connections on the warehouse itself of where you would unload to, or put a hose off of it. Don't have us back into a dock. Alright, and after we do the piggies here, we'll go ahead and we'll swap for a flatbed. I believe I have one made. If not, we'll just use an SCS one, no big deal. And did we also want to change trucks? Did we want to go to the T680 next gen? Because I do have one of those made also for the second hour.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Yeah, and we didn't even wash out the trailer from the sheep. So yeah, stinky trailer right now. Too bad we didn't have a GMC Jimmy, because we could be like the song Convoy, a Jimmy hauling hogs. Hey Dylan, how's it going? Hey, real life graphics are way better than the game. Alright, I do want to check one thing on here specifically. Okay, that's right where it was. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure here. because when it gets dark, by default you really can't see that, but there is like red pointers here once it gets a little bit darker out that you'll be able to see on the tack and speedometer. And that's the only municipal truck there. It's kind of like a dump, but it isn't. That's the only one that I've seen so far. And this nighttime run is going to be courtesy of better flares from Avalium. Look at just how much better these look than the default SCS ones. Oh, I know how that is, Dylan. Shippers and receivers, they don't care about your time whatsoever. Alright, now one thing that does happen with better flares is you guys may have seen that there was a lot of traffic around us back there at that light. My FPS dropped, I saw it go down to 53, but it still stayed smooth. So, I mean, that is a bonus. It's the herky-jerky stuttering that a lot of people do not like. I mean, stress-free is always good. So if you can do that and still make money, that's probably the best thing. And then while you see the orange city lights here, that's the city lights add-on part of the Better Flare mod. And definitely looks a lot more closer to real life having it this way than running without it. But the previous version, it just tanked my FPS rate, so that's why I didn't use it. Yeah, the City Lights add-on for Better Flares is optional. You do not need to run that. Oh, wrong lane, Coda. We need here. Now we're in the proper lane. And now we can see those pointer lights there on the here on the dashboard. That's what I'm referring to. If we leave the dashboard lights at 75% where they normally are, they're really not visible. So that's why I'm running those at 90. If you go to 100, it just washes out the dashboard computer. That's pretty decent money for your first 2 weeks. Maybe they'll let you back on it. And I'm sure what you're mentioning there is take home and not gross.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right. In 650 feet, turn right. Keep to the left, and then turn left.
I don't care about no speed limits. I've been doing that the entire stream so far. And just a reminder, if you are enjoying this stream, make sure that you are leaving a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It is absolutely free, and I will never ask you guys for money. There are no super chats, no super thanks, or anything like that here. We are a family-friendly channel that does not care about money. Yeah, home time is the biggest thing, Dylan. If you're going to be out 6-8 weeks at a time, that's just way too much for most people. I mean, maybe if you have one of those big AIR legacy sleepers or whatnot, it wouldn't be so bad. But if you've got family or whatnot, not seeing them for 6 to 8 weeks at a time, way too much. Yeah, but still, being cooped up in your truck for 5.5 weeks is not fun. I mean, yeah, you can get out and whatnot if you really wanted to. You can spend a night in a hotel. But I mean, that I wouldn't see that as something I would do every single time. Just when it's like, yeah, I need to get out and get stretched and things like that, sleep in an actual bed. Yep, I hear you on that one, Dylan, because I remember the feeling exactly. It's not pleasant. And back when I was driving, I was in an FLD 120 when this happened. And I was going through the middle of Ohio. Truck did not have AC and it was 100 degrees outside. So literally, I am running shirtless, windows open. All you get is warm air blowing on you. That tires you out. And I remember I was doing Walmart dedicated at the time, so I went from Grove City up to Sandusky, Ohio. I slept in the back of the store and I had an emergency exit in my sleeper door. Thank goodness I have a little bit of a lake breeze because I positioned the truck so the air would actually flow in through that escape door, and I slept with that door open. You don't dare do that these days. And yes, since no traffic mods, we do have day cabs in traffic. There's one right there. Alright, we've got a dump truck here. Is that one of the new ones or is it the older Mac model? No, that's one of the new ones. And I don't care if I'm 27 hours late. Hours of service actually means something. I am not, and if you tried to drive through or something like that and DOT caught you, well, you're getting put out of service and you are fined. So, yeah, we're not going that route. Oh, I totally get it. This is where your dispatcher would come in, to where it's like you tell, hey, you guys can see how many hours I have. I am not going to be there on time. Give the company a call and let them know I am going to be a day late. Oh yeah, I'm sure that guard got a ass chewing. Or I should probably say butt chewing, but yeah, I can almost guarantee it. Especially if corporate was called.
Keep to the right, and then turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
And what do you know? We're going into another dock. Hey, David, how's it going today? Alright, so we've got sheep and hogs delivered. Should we move to the T680 next gen and do a couple of flatbed loads? Alright, pigs delivered. Alright, company, truck manager. And we're going to take a look at some of the options here on the T680 before we hop in and drive it. So as you can see here, yep, we do have a bull bar on. And the front bumper, they gave us low arrow painted. We've got chrome. And then the ones that we had previously. So those are there. Everything is all chrome. You can do that also. So no more needing a mod in order to do that. And this truck does have stacks on it, but it is only going to be in the 52 and the day cab. So 76, you're still just going to have a grass burner. But let's go ahead, and I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but the arrow deflectors here, if you use the sun visor, you cannot put the arrow deflectors on up here. So if we take that off and go back to there, then you can put them on, which really doesn't make sense to me. But this is the truck that we're going to run here. We've got our standard mirrors, hood mirrors on there. And so let's go ahead and drive this. This is going to put us in Redding, California, by the way. And then we also need a flatbed. So we do have an aluminum Load King. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to I don't believe, oh, it's in running. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Now with the 18 speed itself, what transmission do I have in here? I've got a 12, so I am gonna switch to running a automatic. Just because. And then I am gonna look for a specific load here. And it's these loads right here. A wire rod coil is what I'm specifically looking for. So let's change our wording up here. So we'll go about 300 miles or so. So that's a little too short. We've already been in Texas. Let's go somewhere different. Okay, let's Haver. No, let's go to. We're gonna do this one here. Hayes to Sydney, Nebraska. Yeah, this truck only has a 12 in it but some of the options here, you do have the option of an 18. So before we pick this up, if I go to Catalog and Truck Explorer, and we're going to look specifically here at the T680. So they did add in the Cummins X12. So this truck does have both short and long hood versions. And how we switch between that is in your chassis. Your MX Optimized is your short hood. Otherwise, you got your long hood. And they did bring in the PACCAR engines on the short hood. You're going to be limited on what you can run. So if we go back to the 6x4 here, then you open up the X15s. And look at me, I'm being a rookie. I'm backing up without my window being open. I am such an idiot sometimes.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Right, we will stop and take a look at this load here once it gets a little bit brighter outside, because it is very, very interesting. Arkansas DLC is actually pretty good. Oh, and one thing I also didn't mention, we do have two different options of the headlights. We have both the halogen and LED. This style that I am running is the halogens. I need to keep my eyes open once it gets daylight here to see if we can spot some of the new companies that are coming with Iowa.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
It's actually not bad at all, to be honest. And if you take a look between the new Volvo and the Mack Pioneer, you are able to tell that those are now sister trucks. And of course, we do have a whole bunch of interior options here for the T680 also. So we'll be able to see that here once it gets daylight out, which is going to be coming here very, very shortly. And this truck needs fuel. We are down to a quarter of a tank, so we're going to stop and get that too. Why would a city put in something like this? This seems just overly useless. Oh, we're turning left. Oh, we're making a right. Turn left, make a right. Snake turns is what I call them. Yeah, I'm not going to waste any time trying to find a fuel stop. We've got a NAF here. Might as well pull in, do it, and get it.
Navigation resumed. Turn left, and then turn right.
Yeah, they're like push or pull buttons if they're going to be similar to what the Cascadia is. When you're used to pulling on knobs and pushing on them, yeah, that's going to take time to get used to. I don't know if I would be able to do it right away, but I can definitely see it happening.
Resumed.
Oh, we're going to get stuck behind this guy. I don't have enough time to get by him. And if we were on the side of him, it wouldn't have made a difference. He would have pulled right into us. Now, there still are a couple of bugs with this truck. The turn signal sounds is from the 2014 T680. And then someone mentioned about the whatever, the protection things on the side, the radar, side-looking radar, the warning sounds are also missing from the truck, or is the wrong sound. Yeah, but that's definitely 2014 T680 right there on the turn signals. Thank you, Dylan. Lane departure, or the sideward looking radars, whatever you call it. The technology that I basically turn off unless I absolutely need to use it. Going pretty good today, David. How about you? Enjoying this nice hot weather? Blind spot. That's what I needed, Bob. Thank you. Blind spot detection. Woo! Look at this sunrise. Well, it's a little red in the morning. I wonder if that saying is going to hold true later on. Red in the morning, sailors take warning. Even though I am not supposed to text and drive, it's 2 o'clock here in the central United States where I am in Iowa. It is currently 91 with a real feel of 97. Yesterday's real feel was about 110.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
All right, thanks for stopping in, Dylan. Great to see you. So the one company that I did see here for a new company for Iowa is like JD Boyd or something like that. But I have not seen that trailer once again. I only saw it once.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
Haha! We missed it. And we just barely missed that train. Nebraska, the good life. I've seen that sign so many times, I don't even remember the count. But wow, this is gorgeous. The sun shafts coming through the trees as the sun breaks over the horizon. Stunningly awesome view. Ah, you're good, Scat Pack. Alright, now that the sun is out here, we're just going to pull on the side of the road here, because I did say I want to take a closer look at this load. Yeah, there we go. It actually looks really, really nice. Although, one thing that SCS needs to do is get rid of these ratchet straps. When they are using chains, they actually have binders on them. Either have the straps going onto the trailer frame like they do in real life, but definitely ratchet straps are only really rated to about 10,000 pounds each. And that's the thicker ones. The smaller ones are even worse. Now, I have not tried 155 in Convoy. A lot of people do complain about Convoy that there is a stuttering issue. Maybe this will help with Convoy. We're going to find out. Yeah, but the way I got this truck dressed up, it's pretty darn basic. I mean, we've got gray and black seats. We've got your regular wood trim here on the inside. No special colors or anything along that.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
All right, so there's a new one right there, HFX. I haven't seen that before. That was another new one there, but I didn't catch it. Hey, Eagle, how's it going today? I'm looking at the AI traffic trying to find new companies and almost ran into the back of a four-wheeler. Ah, chicken coop, are you kidding me? Hey Austin, how's it going today? Great to see you. Yep, thank goodness it is summer and we're starting off with a bang here with 100-degree temperatures. Thank goodness it's been windy so it doesn't feel as warm, but oh my god, it's way too early for 100-degree temps here. Really? You speed up and slow down, speed up, slow down. Way to go, AI. So far, so good, Eagle. I have no complaints with 155 whatsoever. I am running a mix of some old and new mods, and my FPS is basically staying at 60. A little bit earlier with a traffic flare mod that I am running, I did drop to 53 for FPS, but it did not stutter. It was just a nice smooth drop. And the first two loads, we did have the livestock trailer out with the W900, and we did a load of pigs and a load of sheep. We switched onto the T680, and we've got some wire rod coils. And our next load, we're probably going to be doing the aluminum ingot, which is another new load that was added. Really, four-wheeler? All right, that's that company right there. Whoop! I'm parking here in the middle. I am coming back to that. Okay, so it's FD Reed is what it is. Okay. And I thought it was like JD Boyd or something like that. Nope, FD Reed. So my apologies for slamming on the brakes and going into the median here, but that's one of the new companies that is coming with Iowa. Well, you figure about 4 weeks for the open beta. We're pushing Iowa mid to late July. So there's still, so that's basically, I can almost guarantee Iowa is now not going to be the final state of the year. We should be getting Louisiana November, December of this year. So the first year that we are going to get 3 states. Oh yeah, that's because the timer in that, Austin, is from my understanding. I haven't tried any of them yet. I went through the first ones, it wasn't that bad. Now the timer, on the other hand, we'll see. Really? My goodness, AI. Pick a lane and stay in it. Or stop speeding up and slowing down. So if nothing goes wrong on Thursday, we're probably going to run the 2024 Cascadia. And we're probably going to run an analog dash interior with that. We're going to not do the digital. And we won't be running the Aero X either, so we're just going to run the Aero version of that, just so we can put the single stack on the back, because I do not like grass burners. I mean, I think an exhaust stack gives a truck character. Even if it's a fake one, it gives a truck character. Well, the quickest turning truck in my experience is, I'm not even, if it, I can't remember if it's part of Driving Academy or not, is the Volvo VNL 780. That's the sharpest turning truck that I know of in the game. Even the 860 is nowhere near as tight as the 780. But if you're going to want to do a quick U-turn, you want a set back axle set forward, you're just going to screw yourself.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
And we're going to time this light a little bit here. So we're not going to go up there right away and stop. And pretty much here, 6 miles an hour or so, green. And that way we can just accelerate through. Don't have to wear out our brakes. And also we can beat a lot of other trucks.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right. In 650 feet, turn right.
Yeah, so this load coming here, I would see more of this wire rod coil going to an actual work site. But yeah, I can see it coming to here to where they make rebar or something else out of it. It's fitting. Just don't take this to a quarry.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, where do they want it? Right there? I can do that. And we're going to straighten out here because that trailer next to us, it wasn't going to give me the greatest of looks to where I need to be at. There we go. Now we're good. Now, one thing that I am going to have to do for us to take the aluminum ingot load, I actually need to find out what the name of that is in the game here itself. So, catalog, we're going to get trailer index, and we need to go to flatbed. Really? All right, so we'll go to Load King, and now this should give us here. Yep, aluminum ingot. So this is so it actually is called an ingot. Sweet. All right, so again, we're only going to go about 300 miles. So let's see here. That's too long. Rock Springs to Gillette. It's a little bit too long. And even Salt Lake to Elko. I mean, it's fine, but we're kind of in between here. 326 going through Wyoming. Yeah, we'll do that. It's just, we're going to be a little bit over. No big deal. All right, Rock Springs.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation resumed.
Yeah, this is just because and we're jumping around today just because. Yeah, I don't know if I have no idea if I'm gonna buy one of those car DLCs or not. The Project Road Trip, I have no idea. It depends on the cost. Darn it, there goes my fairing. I had a different way to turn around and I didn't do it. So, I deserve that. Alright, we're going to do one little pull up there because of those posts there on my right. And then we should... As long as I don't hit those, I should be good. We rubbed them a little bit. You guys probably saw that. But now my angles are all screwed up here too, so I'm just gonna pull up here. Now we're good. I don't care if the trailer's not straight. Easily correctable. Coda, you are not serpentine backing. Stop doing that. That was the one skill that I had a whole bunch of trouble with when I was in tractor trailer school, was serpentine backing. It was a challenge to do. Still is.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Alright. Too bad they didn't make these shiny. They're, looks like they're kind of sanded a little bit. Works for me. And 46,000 pounds. Yeah. We should be alright, though. Figure serpentine backing as moving your trailer backing up, going around an obstacle. So you would get the trailer to the left, go around the obstacle, and then the trailer needs to go back to the right. So think of it like a snake move, if you will.
Turn left.
Yeah, serpentine is actually in the first part of Driving Academy. That is one of the lessons in there, is that serpentine back. The first part is what you would basically learn in tractor trailer school. It will give you enough skills to play the game, but just like any profession, all your training or what you learn is done after you go out of school. So tractor trailer school, all those are designed for is to get you your CDL. That is it, nothing more. And then your on-the-job training is where you actually learn your real-world practices.
To the right.
So yeah, so tractor trailer schools, they pass you to teach they teach you to pass the road test. That's it. So apparently, I also didn't mention this, but the oil painting and trucking with Annie, apparently that picture that Annie painted is of a location in Canada. So basically they are confirming, before we get the lower 48 completed of the United States, we are going to get Canadian provinces. And my guess is they're going to start with British Columbia so they can get up to Alaska. I mean, granted, you don't need to go through Canada to get to Alaska. There is a ferry that leaves out of Bellingham. But hey, it's going to be great. Will I buy Canadian provinces? Yes. The question is, how far north are they going to go? And you get above a certain point in Canada, there is nothing.
exit on the right.
Oh, that is the wrong place to put a sign. And watch, the AI is going to stop because I'm so far forward. Yep. How did I know that? Oh, hey, there goes the Street View car. We saw it. Did those AI just about have an accident in front of us?
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't seeing things. Here's hoping that comes with DX12, Randy. And I know I'm not the only one who complains about the AI. It is getting pretty bad. And I think I mentioned this before when we found out about asynchronous data loading when the experimental started with ETS2. This is more of a DX12 feature. It does work on DX11, but definitely the full performance of that will be DX12. So if you think about it, they've implemented asynchronous loading. The next step is full DX12. Could we see that later this year for 156? Very good question. And I understand why it's taking so long. It needs to be implemented the right way. They can't half-butt it along and have a bunch of bugs. And I'm going to take a wild guess here, even though they've been working internally on DX12, that they ran into issues, which is delaying it here a little bit. It's the only thing that I can think of. I mean, we first heard about DX12 back when the Duff XG was releasing, which was, what, we're talking 5-6 years ago that we got that truck?
Keep to the right, and then continue straight.
Yeah, Carthu used to do that back in the day and give us sneak peeks of what was coming. Well, now with, not going to mention the names, but there are some pretty bad speculation channels that are out there. With how bad those channels are, there's no way that SAS can get away with giving sneak peeks of anything anymore. The speculation that they do already is astronomically bad. And what SES is doing now, and I get why they're doing it, they are putting band-aids on DX11, but those band-aids are a build-up to something better here in the future. That it does, Randy. I mean, I know why they're doing it. People were complaining about stuttering. Okay, let's take out asynchronous loading, throw it into DX11, see if we can get it to work. And so that's one thing that they are doing. There are people who are still stuttering, but it is mostly those on Mac users. But in my opinion, Mac are not gaming machines. They are productivity computers. I was wondering what that is. Normally we see those in white, but they got that one gray. Oh, way to go, Coda. U-Haul is turning. As long as there's no traffic coming the other way, we'll be all right. Yeah, both cars are turning. We should be good. There's only just those two cars there. As long as they don't have an accident, we're good. Hey, how about that? We're good. We still need flashing yellow on intersections.
Keep to the left and then turn left.
Like, why should I wait through a whole cycle of a light? If we give us a flashing yellow here, we can go. But no, we've got to wait. No, no, no. We are not going to the port of entry. Please don't make us go there.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right. Keep to the left, and then turn left.
And I need the outside lane here. We don't turn left from the inside, that's for sure. Echo check under the bridge works. That's the first one today that we really had a chance to do. We've gone underneath other bridges, but that's the one that was
And
like
then keep to the
larger.
left. Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Now we could really hear it on that one.
Keep to the right, and then turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
And we're not the straightest, but good enough. Alright, and that be all the time that I do have for today. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down because, you know, feedback. If you are already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Have a great rest of your Sundays, and remember, keep that shiny side up, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.